Hey, this is your twin flame reading from Jane from Divine Real. Hiya. Right, I've got the Two of Cups there because the other day I was doing readings, put all of the cards away, and then under the chair, I thought this was sort of that like that, and I looked around and it was this Two of Cups, and whenever this happens, it's sort of a bit of a some sort of something brewing in the background or whatever. So I just wanted to bring it up for the reading for today. I just thought it was relevant. Right, but let's see what's going on because I think we've generally energies are moving more into doing their own thing at the moment, aren't they? Oh look, and there's that Ten of Cups. Well, maybe that's the masculines moving more into the love energy, but anyway, so these are the divine feminine cards. So let's see what's on the top and the bottom of the deck. Right, so some sort of lies and deceit, perhaps about a very deep connection. Maybe you're not being told the truth. Maybe some sort of lying to ourselves kind of thing, which we can do as well on this. That's why sometimes people don't do these twin flame reads, because it can often be misconstrued, because really we've got to work in ourselves, haven't we, and balance ourselves in our own divine masculine, feminine, and then hopefully others do the same, and that's how it can come together. So divine masculine is Queen of Swords, is not taking any BS, and also wanting adventures new, just starting again, and that carefree sort of fool energy. So current energies for divine feminines. Let's see where we're at as a collective. Current energies for divine feminines. Yeah, it's like we've worked really hard for, clarity and honesty. And look, I've got clarity back on my phone as well. And this last few weeks, it has been, certain, I think more the divine masculines haven't known which way to go. This is how I'm feeling. They've needed clarity, whereas the divine feminines have been pushing for the clarity and the honest beginnings and all of that. And and that's coming up in the read anyway, and it's certainly coming up on my phone now. It's fine for the focus again. Right, so it's like worked really hard for that, actually really committed about that as well, like wanting honest clarity, truth for beginnings. And and it's like it could actually be some sort of slow and steady offer towards you to do with clarity as well in the mix, and you're keeping an open mind. Are you it could be something that you want in this more some sort of commitment way with honesty. You've worked really hard for that, and that slow and steady kind of offer thing, and you're keeping an open mind, as I say. So, but we've also got this King of Wands energy. So you could be, the divine feminines could be actually, it could be a masculine sort of passionate energy around somewhere, but it could also feel like you're, oh, right, lots of cards coming out there. I also feel like they sort of spat out though, didn't they? I feel like you're becoming more dynamic, more. I'm going for it myself. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's been part of the divine feminine journey is to step up and take the action as well. Balance that feminine and masculine out as well, where you are being your own creator in your own world and dynamic and attractive and all of that. Yeah, so that kind of thing. There's some sort of burdens about what's that underneath? Stable. Okay. So there's some sort of bends about what could be a loving Ten of Cups type of energy, where you it looks like it could be, could be really positive. It could be beautiful, with a solid kind of King of Pentacles kind of energy. And there's some sort of bends about that as well. So there's Right, now these two cards here, so yeah, again in the energy there could be, you know, those toxic bonds, addictions, you know, lustful connections, all of that, where it's things that still aren't right. You know, it looked like things were coming into balance, but at the moment it looks like you're just not holding out on any hope for, you know, justice, fairness, balance as far as the sort of devil energies, you know, more toxic or more low vibing energies are going. So that seems to be in your read as well, because you know, because you've worked really hard for clarity and honesty, but it's like you know, you could even be feeling burdened. Not that it isn't your burden to do, you know, but we'll leave that there. Actually, I'll take those because there's cards underneath, and I wasn't going to read all of the cards underneath in the bottom of the deck again. That 1111 twin flame, you know, card. There is, you know, for a lot of us now there are some very strong bonds, you know, but we've got to do the work, haven't we, within ourselves for things to be aligned fully. So, well, some sort of success here. So whatever you're doing, it's like you could actually be recognised for all the hard work that you're doing, and in fact, some of you could be in the limelight or moving that way, and it could be to do with sort of leaving somebody out in the cold and being strong about that, you know. It's like, you know what you want, isn't it? But it is sort of missing energy, you know, missing somebody kind of thing around you, or they could be missing you. But you're being in this, you know, star energy. It could be there's some sort of hope and faith for, you know, things to be right. Oh, there you go, look, wow. And that literally, I mean, look at this. It's just literally falling on the Ten of Cups, the positive. You can't make it up, can you? Do you know what I mean? I mean, literally flying out. It's sort of, there's a need for teamwork here. There's a need for real proper coming together in a way that's, you know, fair and real teamwork for this lovely, you know, strong royal divine connection to happen, really. And because it can be, it's saying here it is very loving. Now I want to see what that card is underneath. Yeah, there's been sort of, see, this is 10 completion, 10. There's been betrayals, hurts, you know, just too many stabs in the back, and it's like, you know, it's got some of us here burdened now because of all that, but really it is potentially a 10 of Cups, an absolutely beautiful and reciprocated connection, you know, and it's saying it can be really positive. What it needs is, look, as the cards flew on there, it just needs true teamwork, you know, not selfishness and all of that. It's been very much heartache about a missed opportunity as well. But I feel like you're letting this go, actually. You know, divine feminines, you're kind of letting this go. It is hard. It's been heartbreaking. It's been betrayals. You know, it's a deep connection. You can see what it could be, and you're kind of letting it go now. Anything else in the current energies? You see, this is a connection with each other here, like twin flame, and you know, like a bridge, isn't it? It's got to be secure on both sides, hasn't it? You know. Yeah. So again, it's like crying over spilt milk over this beautiful connection. Really, that's kind of what's going on. You know, it's. I think I've said before, you know, it's from the Wonder Woman thing. I've got the Wonder Woman picture up now because divine feminine, it just that sort of encompasses that really to me. As I say, that the Empress comes out. But it's, you know, it's like, it's not, I've said it before, but it's, I love the quote where it's like, it isn't what we deserve, it's what we believe, isn't it? And, you know, all these hurts, it's, we didn't deserve that and all of that, but it's because everyone's beliefs are different, and you know, if they don't resonate with each other, then there's a misalignment, isn't there? And you know, the thing with the divine feminine is we believe in like love, really, and that's what heals the world. And sometimes the rest of it can seem BS to us, isn't it? So that's the thing. Wow. So look, oh, I had 3 cards there and I put one down. What was that? Oh no, I didn't. Oh, that's confusing. Right, so there you go. As I say, divine feminine, talking about Wonder Woman, Empress energy. You are in this divine energy. You are moving to this, you know, being like this tree of life, abundance on every branch. You're focusing on that, you know, for your own alignment, really. And being in that unconditional love with that amazing loving cup there that's literally closed at the minute. I've said this before, that this is a piece of sage that I had. Can you see that? I've showed this before, that I thought, Craigie, it looked like a key. And that's the thing, isn't it? There's like a key for this beautiful love that the world sort of needs, really, is how I see it anyway. Right. But you know, if it isn't right, it's wrong, isn't it? It's got to be right. Anything else in the current energy for divine feminines? I mean, all these cards, you just truly divine feminines. You're like in your power now. You're working hard as well. You know, I'm surprised about seeing the Emperor energy here as well, because you're stepping up in your reality, aren't you? Being like your own Emperor in your energy as well. So I haven't seen that. It is very much about love. This, you know, missing, and you're missing somebody, they're missing you, kind of thing. And either yourself or the other side of it is hoping for some sort of success somehow. But it is a missed opportunity, and it's crying over spilt milk over a beautiful connection. But you're being the Empress. There is a need for true teamwork if this connection was to go anywhere. And at the same time, you're bringing in your own stability. You know, you're committed to that. You're working really hard and doing it from clarity. You've got an open mind to keep going. But, you know, it's, yeah, you don't, you know, we said we can still see toxic behaviours, and we're kind of feeling that, well, there needs to be some sort of honesty, truthful fairness on that, and where is that, you know? So again, so you coming from like no BS whatsoever, it's divine alignment still. You're moving in the right direction. Good decisions create good fortune. Good fortune. This is you, Queen of Pentacles, moving into that very much stability, health, healthy financial stability as well, and all of that as you heal. It has been a bit of a hero's journey, bless you, working really, really hard. You know, it is saying there's hope for success for these solid beginnings that you want. Solid beginnings with, you know, work-wise, and solid, you know, a solid beginning with, you know, someone who you can really have a true loving relationship with, and more loving relationships generally, you know. So, right, so I think that's wow, there's a lot going on there, isn't there, for divine feminine? You really are lovely. It's really lovely cards for you there. Right, yeah, and on the bottom of the deck, look, it's you realise now it was a big lesson learned to kind of remember about you, isn't it, and love you, and you know, fully loving you, filling your own cup up is, you know, as they say, it's the way to go, isn't it? And then finally you connect with who you truly, you know, who deserves you. And then it is about who deserves each other, because you do believe the same things then. Okay, divine masculines, here we go. Current energy for divine masculines. Feel like they aren't taking any BS whatsoever. Doing it like that. Manifesting what they want in the world. Let's see. I'm just going for it. Being Emperor. Oh, there you go. Well, see, so we've got the Empress being the Empress and the Emperor being the Emperor now. So this is lovely. Wow, it's lovely. So wanting true stability, not taking any BS whatsoever, coming from that clarity now. As I said, my phone's somehow magically back in focus now. These things. Yeah, and it is. So again, it's about clarity. That's lovely to see. So yeah, so they're going through, they're going through a tower moment as far as the Empress is concerned. It's all about divine alignment. They're going through heartache, but they are still passionately moving forward. These are like sort of darts, like aiming at what they want, and that's what they're doing. So it could also be a passionate message coming towards. So but I know hope's a good thing. It keeps us moving, but false hope. As I say, that false hope. There's illusions here still. There's a dog, but there's a wolf. I think that's part of it. That some of these divine masculines, the part like that untamable side. They don't want to be. They want to be able to do what they want. But you can't do what you want if it hurts other people. It's the thing, and that's what's been going on. They're thinking that they're doing anything wrong. So there's some sort of wanting forgiveness here about what was a missed opportunity. Too busy looking at all sorts of options and not really going for the divine one. But that's what's created the tower moment, you see, as well. So so there could be like seeking forgiveness for that. Or the sea, yeah. There's maybe some sort of loving offer. Or the sea that they've had a missed opportunity with this absolutely beautiful love. So anything else in the current energies for divine masculines? I might clarify that moon card as well. That's the rest of it seems. Right, so this is both upside down. So this Two of Cups, because you see that's what was happening in the divine masculine. They don't get caught up in genders. It's more like that sort of energy. They were balancing, juggling strong connections. They were making strong connections with people and juggling them and going towards that one, then going towards that one, and keeping everyone on the hook. It's just so destructive. It really does like take someone's heart, as that gives you the heart as a gift type of thing, and just uses it as a football or whatever, you know what I mean. It's just and it's just absolutely being a one big F up, and that's what's creating a tower moment as well. So it's a divine feminine, stand in your power, understand your worth, and how dare someone treat you like that? It's so bloody, you know what I mean? I think this is that kind of energy that's being needed for the divine feminines. Yeah, so it looks like there could be. This is about some sort of wanting an apology for that toxic behaviour, looking at new perspectives now, actually looking on social media as well, trying to find out what's going on, hoping for success as well. I mean, that's that success card that we've seen both on the divine feminine and masculine side. I'm going to have clarification of that one as well. Okay, and these. Okay, and current energies for divine masculine. As I'm doing this read as well, all throughout this read, I don't know why I did that, but I've let this is the divine masculine deck, and literally it's like my eye keeps going back on it, and I'm telling you this because it's like no matter what's going on, do you know what I mean? Any selfish behaviour, all of that toxic, divine feminines just keep loving you and focus on you and what you want and what you need and all of that, and just keep looking after you 100% at the moment, as it's it's time for you to do that. And so you keep doing that basically while all of this is going on. Is what I kind of get from it, So, and again, don't get caught up with jealous. It's just the energy I'm talking about here. All right. So, because I know there's some guys out there who are just really full on being absolutely beautiful. Where were you? Come and see me. Right, okay. Anything else for the divine masculines? Divine masculines. Ooh, that one. 10 of Cups makes me laugh. Yeah, so yeah, again, like I said, wanting an apology for all that terrible toxic behavior, you know, and wish, oh sorry, you can't say this, and you know, and moving, hoping for success for that 10 of Cups. I mean, it literally landed on there. Okay, so but you know, I still see this moon energy here. So anything else in the current energy for divine masculines? Yeah, working hard and it's paying off for new passionate beginning, really. Being passionate towards your work as well. It could be like being very passionate towards work and it's paying off. It's talking about ask for help as well on this card. Okay, but wanting that passionate new beginning. Anything else? Right. Okay, so we'll clarify. I'm just going to clarify with the Divine Feminine cards. So can you clarify this moon card, please, for us? Yes, I thought. See, there's still conflict here. There's like still 5 energy. It needs to, there needs to be change on that. So there is still, things aren't the same. There's still behind all of this. There's still some sort of win at all cost energy. This like I'm gonna win even if I choose people off here. So there's still someone wanting it their way or the highway kind of energy. Anything else you can tell us on that? And it was all about balancing with other energies, wasn't it? And wanting, you know, like going in the cookie shop and eating all the cookies, and then someone else comes in and they say, oh, I'm sorry, they've all been eaten. Like, there's none left for anybody else. So, well, some sort of working hard on this though, and it's paying off apparently. So, well, that's good to know for something, wanting to bring some sort of an apology or something solid. It's very small, but like a page energy. Yeah, passionately wanting to go towards the Empress, but the overthinking it as well. I have worked really hard on this one at all cost energy, like their way or the highway. So that's good to see. Yeah, see, there's some sort of lies and deceit about a commitment and teamwork, you know, and all that positivity. The lies and deceit could be that they just haven't told you, not telling you how they really feel as well, mind. Right, but just keep an eye on that when it all costs energy and the duality still, you know, that's still in the air. It has been lots of work on it though, so that's good to see. Right, anything else? I think we'll understand that now. So this passionate new beginner worked really hard. Can you tell us about that? Just in case it's, you know, these, you know, constant passionate new beginnings. Going in the right direction, yeah, sort of like making that decision, actually gathering momentum, even though it's like crazy, I can't see any progress here. You know what I mean? It's like, anything else about that passionately beginning and work really hard? What is that about? Okay, divine connection again, about the balancing act. No matter what's going on, consciously driving it forward, walking away from, you know, the eight cups. We want 10 cups, don't we? Walking away from all these things that didn't serve, these extra cups, really transforming, going within for more wisdom, wanting to passionately go for it. But also, you know, you've maintained, climbing that mountain, maintained a higher position and fighting off all these people who want a piece of you. Also, going towards perhaps like a true wish fulfillment with this slow and steady offer. And that's all about this passionate new beginning, right? With a divine counterpart here. Oh, there's more here. Yeah, wow, coming from absolute clarity, didn't I say, with my phone? Look, like my phone's really clear now, isn't it? I love that. Look, and there you go, and all the clarity's coming up. I mean, this is a true clarity. In fact, it's clarity where emotions will be taken out of it if they have to, you know. Clarity, new beginnings, wanting to bring a truthful message for just let's start again with a deep connection here. So, lovely. And just remember, you know, the connection that you're currently thinking of, if you are, it mightn't be that person, remember. It might be in a different form for you. And just I always just bear that in mind as we align, you know. So can you tell us, I just felt the need to say that as well. Because especially when some people have made more than one deep connection and they're still thinking, well, is it the deep connection with that person or? But there's clarity here now, so it's more clarity now, and I love that. So this worked really hard. It's paying off. Made a judgment call. It's like Divine Masculine might have made an own judgment call based on everything they understand. Have been a bit stuck about it, but do want something solid and want to bring something solid to the table. In fact, they could be very financially secure and all of that as well. But yeah, but it's clarifying a Two of Cups in reverse with the balancing act. It's like, you know, they've worked hard on that. They've worked hard on all this juggling people and the unfairness, made that judgment call. Feeling a bit stuck even though they aren't. But do want to bring something solid now to the table and secure. So that is, again, lovely to see. It's like on the bottom of the deck, it's like more new perspectives have been had and seen, you know. And as I say that, there's that perspectives card there as well. So let's clarify this a bit more as well then while we're here. So I'm not going to do extended reads for the rest of the week because I've just got my phone back and I'm still doing stuff on it. So clarify these cards, please. Yeah, patience. We're being patient. Patience might be called for. You know. Anything else? New perspectives about what was toxic before. A hope for success. Patience needed. Going in the right direction. Things aren't what they seem. The moon card's coming out again. But there is hope for success here. Could be someone dealing with, right, that's Aquarius, that's Pisces, Sagittarius, Capricorn. Things aren't what they seem as well. So see, that could be someone juggling different energies still, but working hard about it. But there's hope for success. Anything else? Ooh, hope for success, but passionate new beginnings upside down. Passionate new beginnings upside down there. Hope for success and no more passion. So what about this passionate new beginning upside down? What's going on there? We're all beaten down that much that the passion's gone out of it. Ooh, oh man. New perspectives needed. New perspectives needed. Now I'm just getting tired now. Oh dear. Right, so new perspectives needed with love. So no more end of the conflict. Like no more conflict. Well, that would kill passion, wouldn't it? Straight away. Going through it, being dynamic. This juggling act worked really hard on that. There's still lies and deceit card coming out for commitment, you see. So things aren't what they seem fully. So there's still some sort of an illusion, even though there's, you know, that when it all costs energy. So even though there's like hope for success, you know, you might find like don't think there's going to be some sort of like straight away passion in the beginning. You know, you know, see, it depends which way this goes, isn't it? Because on this side it could be a passion in the beginning. On this side it isn't. But there's things on what they're saying here. Let me feel this a bit more. Yeah, you know, there's still like an option to you know, to go the high, you know, you go the whole, what is that song? You take the high road and I take the low, and I'll be in Scotland for you. So yeah, so it's like worked really hard on this balancing thing to end conflict as well, wanting to go for it, but some sort of lies and deceit about commitment. Just be careful. There was, because a lot of people, you know, having the cake and eat it, you know, commitment would be the last thing that they want. They want you, but they don't want anything committed or, you know, all in or whatever. So it could be something to do with that. All right, so there you go. That's what we've got so far. As I say, going back to the divine feminine energy, you know, that 9 of Cups, focus on, no matter what's going on, focus on your love for you, doing what you love, you know, making it about you. Something that you had to learn to do, wasn't it? Oh, that rhymes. Okay, so before we go, I'm just, as I say, I'm not going to do extended reads for at the moment until next week. But here we go. Betterment for divine feminines. Betterment for divine feminine. Good decisions create good fortune. The Wheel of Fortune's on your side. It's all about alignment, your new cycle. So get into this new cycle, step it up in your reality in a way that's loving you more, you know, instead of giving all of mine. Keeping an open mind for what you've worked really, really hard about. So this could be your own vision, projects and all of that, you know, keeping that open mind. And what's it saying about keep working really hard as far as anyone who's lying and deceiving and trying to do balancing act. Just you keep working hard and it is paying off. Be dynamic in your own world and come from that unconditional love as well as you go. So just be that, you know, go for it energy, entrepreneur, you know, make it happen, keep going and come from that unconditional love really. Yeah, you could be, just be careful of balancing, you know, your own balance of things as well. Like, you know, for instance, parents, you know, giving too much of others. Be careful that you aren't lying to yourself on, you know, on your own work situation and all of that. Okay. Clarify, what is this? Tell us a bit more about this bit. I had them all upside down now. Okay, that came out in reverse, look, and then that I saw. So be careful that you aren't lying to yourself about just wanting to go for your own thing as well. The 10 of Pentacles is in reverse here. Just there's something you keep an eye on, and a lover's decision as well. So just be careful that you aren't lying to yourself about something. Tell us more. It could be to do with some sort of lover's choice. like, but, you know, like, are you kidding yourself? Are you thinking you can just walk away from something that you can't? And are you not, you know, I'm feeling like some thinking, look, I can balance all of this, I can do it all on my own. And you sort of, you lie to yourself on that, you know. Again, it's like, there's something about fibs and going within for more wisdom. Right. Going within for more wisdom. What else? Yeah, it's some sort of, yeah, because you're healing with someone who was just breadcrumbing. There's a, yeah, so there's a need to balance these scales. There's a need for, you know, this like someone being apart and someone having too much, you know, there's a need for balance. It could be this decision in love will help bring that balance. So be careful that you aren't lying to yourself about this connection as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, say, walking away instead of coming towards. Because it's like we can only do so much on our own, can't we? And if we've got other things to balance, like families and things, yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. That, just be careful of that. Good decisions create good fortune. See, there's a new cycle beckoning for you. Really, keep an open mind if it's something you've worked really hard for. Anything else on that, just in case? Yeah, do you think it's just be careful you? Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Just, you know, go within for more wisdom, because there could be lying to yourself here on what you can actually manage on your own, or do you know what I mean? And there could be a need to balance things more in your own life, really. And, you know, sometimes it is, we do need other people around to help us balance each other in different ways. And there is some sort of need for balance here, as I say. So, yeah, go in for wisdom, just to keep an eye on that one. And I think that's, you know, that's what for you, okay? So for betterment for the divine masculines, let's find out. Betterment for divine masculine. Oh, I'll do the other cards actually. I'll do them. Oh, I like to keep it like that. Wow. Magician in reverse. Magician in reverse can be very manipulative, very, very, very controlling and manipulative. And if the divine masculines are still trying to control, you know, breadcrumbing energy, I'll give you a bit. I'll just give you what'll keep you interested, or, you know, or just enough. And instead of knowing that they can give their all somewhere, which would be just magical if we all give our all. Yeah, it's for betterment is stop manipulating things, stop doing that breadcrumbing thing. There's a need for true balance and honesty. Heal, keep healing, go in for more wisdom, and again, stop lying to yourself. So anything else? And stop those lies and deceit. Stop taking all those swords and leaving all you leave is indecision. You know, it's the Two of Swords is about, like, well, which way do I go? So it just leaves people confused by, you know, lying, deceiving, taking all the swords for themselves. You know, just leaving enough for people to go, what the heck happened there? Make a decision in love and come from something solid. Bring it. you know, a lot of divine masculine energies that, you know, it's that taking all the action, that are solid in their own world, and it's about bringing that solidness to a relationship, really making that decision instead of trying to control it and breadcrumbing and, you know, and leaving people like, well, which way do I go kind of energy, you know. It's there's a need to be, you know, where divine feminine energy, there was a need to be more loving selves and selfish, really. But with divine masculine energy, it's the other way around. It's like, you know, realizing to become a bit less selfish, because it's just been too damaging. It's also saying go for it as well. Go for it with a passion. Be dynamic. Go for it. Have fun in a way that's, you know, aligned. Anything else? Be careful. This, yeah, see this like toxic, you know, instead of a divine masculine, you've got toxic emperor that's manipulative. So it's something that has to be worked on. Something has to be worked on that. So it's still toxic